Just one moment. Let me bring back the video.
Hit young Ivan and also his younger brother. They know the men who went on that operation and why it had to be applied. And then, just as 60 human rights lawyers summoned the High Court in Abuja to call for the arrest of the Director General of the State Security Service, Yusuf Bichi, over alleged violation.
Those watching on YouTube, I believe that the YouTube started afresh. Apologies. Our time was up. YouTube just disconnected before the time, actually. So, my apologies for that. I hope you are still following. I hope you are still following. So, let's continue.
Of multiple judgments and orders of court directing the release of suspended CBN Governor Godwin Emefele from custody, a civil advocacy group known as the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, has also condemned Emefele's continued detention, stating that it is shameful that the DSS, which had failed to arrest ex-Niger Delta agitator Asari Dokubo, whose viral video trended where he brandished military assault rifles and threatened to bring fire and brimstone on a section of Nigeria, has not been arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearms, but instead is pressing charges against Emefele for alleged illegal possession of firearms. The group also queried why all the bandits brandishing military-grade weapons in videos have not been arrested and prosecuted by the DSS. Dr. Abati.
Okay, I recommended the piece by Onikepo Braithwaite, the editor of the lawyer section
Listen very attentively.
of this day newspaper, who today wrote a full-page piece titled Emefele, that the rule of law may prevail. And we had pushed the argument that this is simply about the rule of law. The major issue that the lawyers supporting Emefele are pushing is that, look, there have been 3 judgments of court in this particular matter saying that you either fight charges or you release this man. One ruling expressly said,
This is how they treat people. You don't have a case against this man, but you arrested him. You did not investigate to have a case before you move for arrest. You arrested him. Now, you couldn't charge him to court because you don't have any case against him. What they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to the extent they've started amending charges, which the court of Nigeria, if it is actually something that is, very tough, would I say, they are controlling the court in Nigeria to the extent that the court will have the patience to wait for these people to amend the first count charges, second count charges, third count charges, fifth count charges. Every day they are amending new count charges. Every day they are amending, bringing to court to assess. Have you ever seen any court in any developed world where they will tell you they have arrested a person, they call him criminal without having any case against him? That rather they will go and start amending charges. We are amending this one. We are amending that one. The court does not tolerate such rubbish. The court will immediately tell you, release this man because you do not have anything against him. Immediately when you start every court case, you amended the charges. Every court case, you amended the charges. It means that you do not have anything. Prior to the arrest, If you have something prior to the arrest of that individual, then you don't have to amend charges. It means you had nothing. You arrested him without any evidence, which is automatically becomes wrongful arrest. Prior to the time of arrest, there was no evidence rebelled against him. If there is no evidence that is labeled against this person, the arrest is a wrongful arrest. And the state must pay a compensation. Then if there is any other arrest that will be done, the state must pay a compensation for the wrongful arrest. Then if you believe that in later stage you gather the evidence, then you are bound to arrest that person again, because from the beginning, you didn't have evidence of any crime they committed. You arrested them. So, and the law says, within 42 hours, 48 hours of arrest, you must present the suspect before the judge so that they will determine their fate, to avoid wrongful arrest, to avoid wrongful detention, illegal detention. That is the reason why the law says within 48 hours, you should present anybody that is taken into your custody before the judge. So, if that is not done, what does that say? It is a wrongful arrest. And there is no human rights advocate. Of course, if they cannot respect the law, is it human rights advocate they are going to respect? Nigeria is not a country. It is a banana republic. It is a British company that is built and established to be making profit for Britain. Not even for the Fulanis that are used to control the army and police. Because if it is, they will not be moving cattle from place to place. They will not be looking for places, the land where they will conquer. They will be rich. They will be well-doing for themselves. They will not have this old mentality of conquering lands and killing people. It is because what they are controlling is not even working in their favor. That is exactly when you see people who does not have initiative of their own. They wait for somebody to travel Milenasa, Agonasa from Britain to come in, rule over them, colonize them, kill them, and oppress them, destroy their minds. At the end of the day, name them, give them a name, give them country, call the name of the country, tell them, so champion this, bring two people together because they cannot, you might not control them, amalgamate them, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. Amalgamate all of them, then give power to Fulani, who doesn't even exist. Give power to Fulani. Then when you give power to Fulani Caliphate, because of Fulani Caliphate, it's all about conquest mission, get a land, emasculate them, rape their women, then at the end of the day, take over the land, you move your cattle from place to place. That's all. They don't have the mind even to make use of the fourth industrial revolution that is actually every country is trying to make use of. India today, India is launching a rocket to the moon. India. They are launching a rocket to the moon. It will be the first, person of color and the first lady that is going to the moon from India. Nigeria. All the eyes just to be looking for Tinubu, APC, looking for where to take loan to share amongst themselves. That's what they are looking for. We are talking about China. India. They are launching a rocket to the moon. People, Indian representatives, two of them, male and female, are going to walk on the moon. Now, Nigeria, you are still doing wrongful arrest, detaining people. The DSS, they work like a robot. people who are just individual with no brains. They feel that they are doing people. They don't know they are doing themselves. They are doing themselves. They give you a gun. Maybe they give you a Glock with a beautiful, in a beautiful casing. You carry it, you will be acting like your past is not in the market. That's what they do. They will be carrying it as if they are carrying a very special firearm. Something that, black people don't understand is that abusing of power does not make you a great leader, does not make you a great person, does not make you to be the hero people are going to fear. Understanding leadership, which you will never understand under the system of Nigeria that is encroached by British oligarchy and controlled by Fulani Caliphate. You are going nowhere except if you change your modus operandi. First of all, know how to have a long suffering. Don't allow yourself to eat your future now. If you eat your future now, in the name that we are benefiting from this government, because we are benefiting from this government, others can go to hell. Your life is in danger. Because those people that are hungry going to hell, they will remember you, they will tear you like a hungry lion. The sleeping dog is about to wake up. The sleeping dogs in Nigeria is about to wake up. Now, what is the solution? The solution is to do the right thing right now. Before the sleeping dogs wake up, they walk in park. And when they walk in park, they will devour anything. Regardless of, even if it is a lion, they will devour it because they walk in park. One thing that our people don't understand, they don't know that change is constant. Somebody that you are oppressing today, maybe he will rise up tomorrow and say enough is enough. I'd rather die than to stand this your humiliation. The mind of the people are going to come to that. And you will not control it. It will not be like 2020 NSAS protest. Catriona Line went to tell Tinubu it is your turn in 2020. And go and remove these people at all costs. To do what you do best. They will praise him, you'll be Jagaban. Do what you do best. He brought hoodlums. The next thing he brought soldiers. They shoot at you like animal. Today he is sitting to be in your presidential seat. Of course, so many of you will be saying, I am not supposed to be talking against Tinubu because Ohaneze Ndibo and Igbo governor are calling on him to release Nnamdi Kanu. Them and all of them should go to hell. You see Ohaneze and all these people, they should go to hell. You know why? They are all the birds of the same feather. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hands of Tinubu. It's in court. It is up to the Nigeria government to obey their court order. We are not begging them for amnesty because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. We don't want amnesty for him. We want him released, discharged as per the law. We discharged and acquitted him. The court of competent jurisdiction discharged and acquitted him. So why must I start, hiding the truth because maybe Tinubu might say, let me. We are not begging him. We are not. We stand on the judgment issued by the court on the 13th of October, 2022. We stand on that judgment and we continue to maintain our stance. And we are not going to actually sell out that stance because that's what these people want us to do so that they will control the narrative. We will not allow them to control the narrative. We make the narrative, we control it. If the international community decide that they have to be, they will be quiet. Let them be quiet. It is okay. They should also be quiet when it's time for people to rise up, because people will rise up at some point. It is okay. But you see Biafra, I am want to go Biafra, Tinyejara. Nothing is going to stop this movement. Nothing. Nothing. I am telling you, nothing is going to stop it. Not even this stupid agent provocateur. Those are -1. They will just, that is how they will be. Regardless of what they are doing, regardless of what they are throwing at us, they will throw everything at us. But we continue to stand firm in our decision, in the narrative that we control, we make it. We will continue to stand firm. We are children of light, and that light we will bring it to the life of everybody in Nigeria. And how do we do it? We disintegrate that company that Britain is feeding on. We disintegrate that symbiotic relationship that is being promoted by Fulani Caliphate for the sake of Britain, on behalf of Britain. We disintegrate it. We dismantle it. We now put people to actually, to their natural way of life, that they may thrive as God established them to be. We're not going to allow people from somewhere to be deciding our fate, that we need to actually pray to them to come for our aid. We cannot pray to them to come for our aid. We will actually find our aid by ourselves. We will fly to the moon, just like India is doing. We will fly to the moon, just like Russia did. We will go to the space. We will have all these things that makes other nations great. We will have them. We will industrialize our economy. We will make use of fourth and the upcoming fifth industrial revolution. We will make use of them. It's only the chance that we are asking. We are asking for that chance to be granted to us. Our people with no funds are manufacturing things. 1967, our people manufactured bomb that they used to withstand British bombs and machine guns against the Biafran people. Even Russia supplied Nigeria against the Biafra people. We withstood it. And at the end of the day, the only thing that they could do was to block the food supply that our people starved to death. What an evildoers. If not that, they were not going to win. British knows very well that we were blessed from our mother's womb. And that is what we are trying to re-establish. We are trying to re-establish, to reunite the lost tribe of the house of Jacob. Because if they become united, then the world will know who is who. If you think about it, Psalm 83, when David saw what they were coming to do to us, he sang Psalm 83. He said to God that they have gathered in one consent to make sure that the name of Israel is no more in remembrance. Of course, so many of you might be reading it you might be contextualizing it with the present modern or millennial Israelites. No. It is us. They made sure that our name is no longer in remembrance, that we are no longer seen as a nation. That's why we are fighting now to actually go back to be the nation. Because in Psalm 83, it is the prayer of David that things like this may not happen. But it happened because Solomon, our ancestor, he worshipped other gods.
2022, it will send a wrong signal to evidence. The first court in the matter. If you have evidence, bring it. Don't go and arrest somebody and claim that you will be looking for evidence. Subsequently, they will have charges against him. 5 became public knowledge. It turned out that they were charging him with him, and then 23 is that there is a court order. The weight of the offense for which the charge sheet and say we have charged. Those lawyers are now saying, look, the DS, Mr. Yusuf Bichi, in addition to the issues. But the main point made by you to bail, let him have that bail.
Okay.
Under section 35 of this, and in any case, you say you are charging 2015, section 1 thereof. But where is the evidence that Emefele crucify him? Justice to be done, and that the DSS must follow due process order to continue to keep him. That's our system issue. With regard to, we have court order saying release him, but you don't want the Bauer. It's the same issue. It's like
leave this one behind. This one is just him they are playing. This one is the game they are playing. By the time you know this one, they would redeploy him. You know, leave this one behind. This one is boy of this one. What do you call it? What do you call him? Attorney General of Federation. That is his boy, if not his son, that he actually recruited in the EFCC. So this one is just, they know what they are doing. Maybe he's living a cozy life in that detention there by the DSS. You people will be thinking that he is going through what others are going through. This is a politics they are playing with this one, so that it will not look obvious. Even though they sometimes, you know, you could see that they don't have shame, but this one, they want to make it not to look obvious. That's what is going on. This guy committed a lot of crime. He committed a lot of atrocities, especially against our people. Because these are the person who, this person was in charge of, he was in charge of EFCC. They will be confiscating vehicle of belonging to people. They are selling it. They are taking the money. You will still bail yourself out for taking you, for just for the sake of you driving a good car. Whether it belongs to you or it belongs to your sibling. For the sake that you are driving a good car, they will confiscate it. They committed a lot of crime. So maybe he is there drinking tea in the DSS dungeon, drinking tea morning and night, eating balanced diet morning and night. Others are in solitary confinement. You people should stop deceiving yourselves in that Nigeria. But let's continue.
lawyers are saying you can't just take a man and keep him permanently. If there are issues, let the people know and follow due process. But let's see how the DSS responds to this and the explanations that they are given. But the most important point is that the lawyers are saying President Tinubu himself should take a look at the matter so that he's not accused of vendetta.
Right.
So that he's not accused of vengeance. And some people say, well, all of
He is to be accused of vendetta because this is personal vendetta between him and Emefele. You know why? And that is exactly what they are doing with the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. With Buhari, it was personal vendetta between Buhari and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Buhari, if you listen to attentively how Buhari told you, when he must go, he should go to the court and defend himself of all the things he was saying against Nigeria. He should go to the court and defend himself. He was saying it out of his personal vendetta that he has against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without knowing that he was shooting himself on the leg. He sent him to court. We came out with flying colors. Now he changed his topic. Now that is the same thing. Emefele, that currency redesignation was about, it actually, they believe it was about all about trying to make people not to get access to cash, to have it to bribe people not during the election. But without knowing that bribe has gone on, bribe is gone on. People are getting bribe, being promised that once I go in, I am bringing back this note. All you need to take this money, make me a president. Once I go in, I am bringing back this money to you. We are not changing currency. All these things are fraud. We are bringing it back. Take this old currency, 50 billion. Take it. I will bring it back. Don't worry. That is the reason why they made sure they made him a president, so that once he gets into the position of power, he will reconnect all these things. Then that was sabotage of Fulani. You should understand, though, plans between Tinubu and Buhari and Bogoya Emefele. They have now, Emefele is now the scapegoat between the plans between APCs. Emefele Gebunazia because he's a Biafran. The age Zuafia, they have used him, put him in between, put him, to catch a crossfire. That's what they did with Emefele. When you serve the zoo, you come back in shame. All these people, they need to know that they will never be loved by these people. The earlier they understand it, the better for them. They will never be loved by these people. They don't love you and they will never love you. They know you are Biafran. No matter how much you are in denial of it. Now you are kept in the dungeon without trial, without even any evidence against you. Because if there was any evidence, you will be tried in court. You are kept there. The same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kept there. All of you. The reason why they say you are sponsoring IPOB, that's what they said last year. They said last year that Emefele is sponsoring IPOB. It is actually laughable. I wish. But it is all about, because they are looking for what they will use to nail him, because they don't have any evidence. They have to pin you to a crime. They have to pin you to a crime verbally, and that verbally crime they pin you to will lead to your arrest without any solid proof. They arrested him for being corrupt in the office. Now they're telling you they found a magnum, a firearm in his possession that doesn't have a license. Oh, Zoo Alamni. Let me continue. Let's finish it so that
all of this is happening because the CBN governor went into politics. And I said, whatever it is, he did not act alone. The president of Nigeria, President Buhari, as he then was, had the executive powers under Section 5. Under Section 19 and 20 of the CBN Act, the CBN governor cannot take certain decisions without recourse to the president, without securing the approval of the president.
Absolutely.
So these are some of the questions being raised.
Yes.
But, to summarize, we just hope that the rule of law.
Which rule of law? Rule of law from where? In summary, which rule of law? In summary.
Black people, Miss UG, black. You people are a disgrace on this earth. Black people, Miss UG, black. You people are a disgrace on this earth. Black people, Miss UG, black. You people are a disgrace on this earth.
Of course, this is where we are going to leave it. In summary, my advice to you who is still open to collect bribe from these politicians. That bribe will never make you rich. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Contextualizing it to what I am saying. Gaining the whole world is like you as a blogger. You gain that small amount and one day stray bullet will catch you. That is gaining the whole world and losing your life. Because that is the whole world for you, according to your own capacity. That small money they give you, you use to buy car. That you use to buy vehicle, flashy car. And your only problem is to drive flashy car to please people. To show people you have arrived. That is the reason why you will take bribe to oppress your people, to lie against your people, to continue to, do things that is going to put other people's life in danger. That small money you have collected, it is going to come back to haunt you. We are not begging anybody to grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu amnesty. He committed no crime. We are actually calling on Nigeria to release him according to the court judgment, not according to anybody's favor. In line with the court judgment, and obey the court order that actually ordered Nigeria to compensate him for the sake of meting act of terrorism against him. That is what we are saying. We have seen a lot of things that is happening in UK about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When we come online tomorrow, we will actually come to analyze the news coming from UK, the MPs, their discussion with regards to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is as a result of the work of the DOS. Because so many people will be telling you, DOS, they have collected money, they have hibernated, you don't see them anymore. These idiots that will tell you you don't see DOS anymore. They don't come online, no. They don't listen to Radio Biafra. They will tell you don't hear from them anymore. You DOS, you have collected money. That's what they will continue to do, to say. What is actually different from these people and Nigeria and the DSS? They will charge you without any evidence. They charge you without any evidence. They charge you with hearsay. There is no difference between these people and the DSS. That is the reason why you will find that it is driven by the initiative of these same people. Because these people, they prosecute you, they even, sentence you without any evidence. I hear say, propaganda, cheap propaganda that people just tell it. That is the reason why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya and rendition back to Nigeria, they were doing media trial. All these agents of evil, darkness, were beginning to bring in, talking rubbish. That was the media trial Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went through. At the end of the day, we nullified it. We control the narrative. Because truth will always prevail. Light will always supersede darkness. That is it. And that's what has been making us to win. And we will continue to win with it. Because truth will always prevail. And wherever light comes in, darkness run away. We are the children of the light. And we are going to establish the kingdom of Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abiam, on the face of this planet Earth. 1967 was actually an evidence that we have a lot to offer. We manufactured a bomb in 1967. We use it to actually withhold British machines and military arsenals that they deployed against us. Russian military arsenals they deployed against us. We used it to defend our land until they were running out of option, because God was with us. But not till the end, because we have British, they have already weakened us by introducing their own ancestral way of, worshiping their God to us, which weakened us, which made us their subject, because we rejected God. We rejected our God. We followed their way. It crippled us. It made us their subject. And those are the things this generation have come to change. And we will do so. And we will eventually emerge victoriously. I don't want you to be deterred, because Biafra will come. In this our time, there is a lot of things is happening. Many things is happening. If you are following the algorithm, if you are following what's going on, you will know that it will not take long. As not according to but now what the go according to, it is now getting better, and it will get better, best in the land of Biafra. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Continue to push forward. We will emerge victorious. Until then, stay safe, stay informed. Shalom.